Yeah, guys. Wendy says they're going to be closing down. Well, basically in 2024, they closed down 240, upper towards 240 stores, if not more, across the nation, and that's 2024, which I did not know about. And they're actually planning to close between 5 and 6% this year, so that's going to be another 100, approximately 100 some stores. Um, so what's happening is Wendy said they're going to come out with a new fresh product called a new program called Fresh Project, which is going to be looking at the price points and also the fresh ingredients. They're because they lost a lot of. They said through this quarterly, they lost a lot, over 10% of their bottom line budget, and that was horrible for them. So they're actually reevaluating everything, and I think it's a smart idea, in my opinion, in my surmise, due to the fact that I love Wendy's. I like going to Wendy's. That was what helped me through undergrad, community college, and that was my layover spot. Actually, that saved me more without getting a plan. I had more options. Fast food back then had a lot of 99-cent menus and items of that nature, where you was able to survive on instead of paying all that money at the colleges. It's not one college program, but I was able to eat at different restaurants and use their programs that they had, coupons and stuff. Even brought it a little lower. But over the years, they changed that model, and it really affected a lot of people, and especially me. And so I actually started eating sometimes on campus because it was more valuable to eat on campus. Eating some potatoes and stuff like that, mashed potatoes, green beans, it has some natural. And so then over the years, they changed, you know what I mean? So it drew me back, it drew me away. But then they brought a program with the members and stuff there, so they brought some items back. So I actually would go back a little bit. But then they started, in the last 10 years, they started raising the prices up tremendously. And I was like, wait a minute. You used to get a chili bowl for $1.99, 89 cents. Now it's over $2 now. You know, that's small. You used to get certain things for 99 cents. Now you can't. They didn't double 100% uh, uh, price rise. So they evaluated their. I think Wendy's did a great thing. They evaluate their menu, and they came out this project, and they're going to do some changes. Sort of changes in their menu and in their price point, and I think in their ingredients, they're going to add some fresh ingredients. So they're doing a restructuring, and I think it's a smart idea. And they're going to be a beacon in the fast food industry. They're going to be a leading factor back again. I think, in my opinion, my summation, due to the fact of what they're doing, they're actually leading the way, and so they're actually been getting my attention. Now they expanded the biggie bag meals. They got three different variations of biggie bags. You know what I mean? So giving you more options to the family. It used to be three. You take 3 to 5 people out in family, and it was reasonable price with the coupon stuff. Today, 3 to 5 people go to a restaurant like Wendy's. It's expensive. You know what I mean? You coming out 50, 40 to $70, depending on what you get. Uh, you know, uh, and so when you look at that point, you're like, wait a minute, I could do this at home. And so people start staying at home. Now with these adjustments and these memberships, that brought me back to Wendy's. And I can imagine if families come back. If you come back to Wendy's, you can get have everybody get an app, and everybody get a discount on certain items. Get a burger here, one this, 50% off of this, or buy $5 a dollar off of that. You know what I mean? So it saves. We got a family of 5. You're saving $10 to $20 on discounts. And maybe they get to write that off at the end of their quarterly section for their benefits. So yeah, that was great. They were smart. That's my opinion to that. What is your thought about that? Let's get into this news report and find out what they got to say about Wendy's.
Wendy says that it's closing hundreds of restaurants here in the U.S. as the burger giant flips its strategy. Let's talk about this. So the company says sales fell more than 10% last quarter, and now it expects to shut down between 5 and 6% of its U.S. locations by summer. Now, that is on top of the more than 240 stores that closed in 2024. So the company is calling this strategy Project Fresh, in a statement to ABC News saying, by closing consistently underperforming restaurants, we're enabling our franchise partners to increase focus focus on locations with the greatest potential for profitable growth. But when we look at the bigger picture here, especially in these fast food wars, price is now the main ingredient. With cost-conscious customers pulling back, Wendy says it's now shifting back to everyday value. The chain just launched the new Biggie Deals menu. I don't know if you've seen it, with $4, $6, and $8 options, and they're hoping to win back budget-conscious diners. Bottom line here, this isn't just about Wendy's. We're seeing this all across the industry. These chains are just realizing that, especially in this economy, consistent value, not just promotions, may be what keeps customers at the drive-thru, Gio.
That is absolutely right. All right.
Yeah, I totally agree with this. I think that was smart. What this reporter just said, it's smart for Wendy's to do this and get prepared for the long haul, the big race. I think they did the right thing there, evaluating and readjusting. So without that shift, they probably would have lost more than they probably lost the shirt. So I think that was a smart ideal for Wendy's. You know.
Yep.
So
it's called a home equity agreement.
So that was a smart idea for them to do, and they made their adjustments. They made their adjustments to reevaluate and adjust. This is what they got to say here on this one.
A fast food giant planning to close down hundreds of restaurants.
Plus, new data shows the average IRS tax refund up more than 10% so far this season. That's some welcome news. Channel 3's Jane King live at the New York Stock Exchange. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, Caitlin and Kayla. Good morning. Yes, the average IRS tax refund is up 10.9% so far this season compared to the same point in 2025. That's according to early filing data. Now, as of February 6th, the average refund amount was $2,290 compared with $2,065 a year ago. But tax experts say early data can be deceiving. People who are owed money from the IRS typically file early to get those checks, so we could see the number fluctuate a bit. Coffee prices in the U.S. were up more than 18% in January compared to a year ago, according to the Consumer Price Index. Over 5 years, the government says coffee prices are up 47%. Now, data from Toast, a payment platform used by more than 150,000 restaurants, found the median price of regular hot coffee was $3.61. There was a lot of variation by location, though. The median price of a cold brew was $5.55. And Wendy's will close hundreds of its U.S. restaurants as it looks to focus on value and boost sales. October through December, the fast food giant reported sales were down more than 11%. The planned closures occur as they try to implement this plan called Project Fresh, which focuses on fresher ingredients and lower prices. Well, Friday the 13th brought a sell-off.
Yeah, guys. So there you go again. Another news channel just stating that Wendy's, will be doing. Evaluate Wendy's be doing their thing too, with tax changing their menu to Project Fresh. So this is basically a great. I think they're going to take the lead the way, and they're going to lead the way in this big fast food franchise movement, and dropping stores and reevaluating their market, looking at the price list, doing something to improve. Not necessarily changing the regular price menu, but adding on to it and giving the reduction in certain combinations and combos and stuff of that nature, where families of 3 to 5 could benefit more often. They can pull up that old market they used to have back to their restaurants, and be able to survive and suffice, and not necessarily drop their total menu, because you got people that's doing well that haven't lost their job in tech land, that's still successful. So them people are gonna come to Wendy's and enjoy their meal, and they're willing to pay the price because they got the revenue to pay it. But now with our economy and the shifting and everything, definitely there's going to be some change, and you want to stay consistent as a business, making in the profit in the green, the profit margin. You don't want to be in the red. That's my opinion. What is your opinion? So, is this wise that what Wendy's doing, adjusting for the downward turn of that 10% in their last physical quarter of 2025, and readjusting for this first quarter of 2026? I think that was smart, an adjustment. They're going to lead the way in the fast food chain. industry. What do you think? What is your opinion? What is your analysis? Leave a comment down below. I would like to know. This is crazy. I think it's great though.